Anthony Devontae Edwards. Devontae sang! This was a request in the comments. For those y'all that are watching this video right now, whoever you want me to break down next, write in the comments. Clearly, I read the comment. I'll put your comment up on the screen, and the video will get done if enough of y'all request it. So think about which NBA superstar y'all would love to see a film breakdown done, and I will get it done for you. So write in the comments right now. Ant-Man, like you told President Obama.
What do you think about this young guy? He can hoop a little bit, huh? Just a little bit, huh?
Man, y'all better stand down. I'm the truth.
He's the truth. He said he's the truth. Yeah.
B-boy, no.
And you are the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. You are the best shooting guard in the world right now. And you are in an era where shooting guards aren't valued like they once were. I know you are a football player at heart. I watched some of your younger highlights when you were 10 years old playing football. I watched some of the stuff you've done with Justin Jefferson when you did that ESPN shoot. I also have watched your offseason workouts when it came to you doing things with football. And I love basketball players that were also inside of the gridiron because there's a connection that we have. There's a toughness that's there. So I'm going to give you this analogy. The shooting guard position in the NBA has been phased out similar to how the fullback position has been phased out in the NFL. When we were growing up, the fullback was very important. Daryl Johnston with the Dallas Cowboys. Emmitt Smith does not break that record without Moose blocking for him. You needed to have a very effective fullback if you wanted to win a Super Bowl. But once the game changed and a lot of those responsibilities went to the tight end and to other positions, the fullback got phased out. We've seen a very similar thing happen in the NBA as well. Back in the day, it was a good shooting guard on every single team. Now, once Wardell came in and the offensive workload kind of went to the point guard, the shooting guard got phased out a little bit. You still had some guys that popped up here and there, but offenses weren't built around a shooting guard. And because offenses haven't been built around a shooting guard in a long time, we haven't seen a shooting guard win the MVP since James Harden. If you look at the past MVPs that were shooting guards, Michael Jordan, Allen Iverson, Kobe Bryant, James Harden. These are the 4 shooting guard MVPs over the past 30 years, and you look at their stats. All of them were averaging close to 30 points per game. You look at their assists, you look at their rebounds. You are right there, but there is something that you haven't done at an MVP level that they have during their MVP seasons. All of them finished number 1 in their respective conference. So if you are someone that wants to win an MVP, I think you have to get your points per game all the way up to 30, and you got to make sure that the Minnesota Timberwolves, that y'all are the number 1 team in the Western Conference. And in this video, I'm really going to break down how you can get there. We're going to talk about a lot with your game. We're going to talk about your jump offs. We're going to talk about your Euros. We're going to talk about your catch and shoots. We're going to talk about your lays. We're going to talk about you off the bounce. And we're going to talk about much, much more because you are in an era where you can be the most dominant point guard that exists for your generation. It's really just you, Book, and Donovan Mitchell. And you can define your legacy where you can be one of the greatest shooting guards that has ever played this game. And if you do all these things that I tell you to do in this video, and you hoist that MVP trophy, you get y'all to number 1 in the Western Conference, and eventually win an NBA championship, when they start talking about Michael, the number 1 shooting guard, Kobe, the number 2 shooting guard, D-Wade, the number 3 shooting guard, they're going to have to mention Ant-Man right there. And God has blessed you with the talent to be one of the greatest that's ever played this game. And now it's time for you to maximize that talent and ability and for us to see all the gifts that the Lord has given you. But before I do that, I need y'all to click like. I need y'all to click share. I need y'all to click subscribe. Once again, whoever you want me to break down next, write in the comments right now. And most importantly, and I mean most importantly, make sure you watch this video all the way to the end. And here we go.
My ducks, my swans, welcome to the pond.
First thing we're going to talk about, brother, is your jump offs. You are way too athletic to miss these many layups. And the reason is because you are constantly jumping off of 1 foot.
Edwards missing at the rim.
Right here, we got you smacking the ball and Julius telling you to go because you got Luka on you. You got a bad habit of picking the ball up too far away from the basket. And when you do, you usually pick it up low. I would love for you to start picking it up high, land on 2 to give yourself more options.
Edwards the drive, bank shot too strong.
Because not only when you land on two does it give you more options for counters, which we're going to talk about a little bit later, it gives you a stronger core and it lets you go up with more strength and more power. You miss a lot of your layup because you go up kind of weak because you jumping off of 1 foot.
On the run out, Edwards throws it down into second gear. And
Look at you right here. You're picking it up so far away from the basket, your trail foot is still behind the three-point line with all 5 Lakers defenders loaded over to you. This ain't going in.
is 1 of 5. Edwards in the paint, glides inside.
And the reason I hate this for you is because you are such a dynamic 2-foot leaper.
Another kind of match. Here Edwards! He took it in hot nine! Oh, he got up there! Woo, wow!
Look at your bench. Look at what that does for your team and demoralizes the other team. Also, when you jump off of 2, it's easier for you to contort in the air.
With the left hand.
And you're such a great player. This is a minor adjustment for you that can change your game drastically. Look at this. You gave Jonathan Kuminga a light jab, and he bit on that like a fish on a worm. Look at where your shoulders are. They're below that green bar, right at Kuminga's waist. That driving lane is wide open. You go up off of 2, and Kevon Looney is already on the balls of his feet, ready to contest this at the rim. But it don't matter at all.
Opportunities. Oh my goodness! Anthony Edwards scrapes the sky and flushes it.
With your ball handling ability and your dribble moves, you can get past anybody. I love this reset right here. You get past Rui, you jump off of 2, get an easy finish at the rim. This has to be something that you implement in your game this year. It's going to take you to a whole nother level, MVP level.
Beats Edwards for the slam.
I love this play right here. You reset, you see Julius is trying to post at LeBron. He spins off of him, knocks him over, and gets him bent over. This allows you to come on LeBron's backside. Pause. Wow, my bad. You make the right read, and you land on 2. Look what happens when you land on 2. He jumps over your head. He's already fell for the fake. You can do this all day, every day, twice on Sunday.
Edwards drives, twirls with a circus shot across the lane, puts it up, exploding for the 2.
Very few players in the league have the ability to shift the momentum of the game at the rim like you do. Jump off 2.
Edwards drives inside on the slam. Oh, what a finish.
This jumping off of 1 is exasperated when you do your Euros. I mean, you are practically falling over half the time when you do this. You have no control, which causes you to miss it so many layups. These out-of-control Euros just don't hurt you. They also hurt the team. About to show you right here. When you get Luka beat off the dribble, you should be driving to that green box. But you don't. You drive directly to Jared Vanderbilt and end up doing a tough Euro. When this happens, Dante DiVincenzo is setting a hammer screen to let you know, hey, Naz Reid, a great three-point shooter, is behind me. Hit him. But you're not a playmaker yet. You'd rather take this crazy shot.
Edwards, backhand layup, no, rebound.
The degree of difficulty on these shots is entirely too high. You got to have the right power in your feet. Your breathing got to be right. The ball has to come off your hand right. It has to hit the right area of the backboard. Any margin of error, you're going to miss. I mean, even in a situation like that, like you came off an Iverson cut, you had a wide open jump shot and you shot that bad layup. I love right here how you get this rip through and you got GP2 beat. You see where the Warriors defense is. There's no shot blockers under there. You got a direct driving lane. If you come in and land on 2, you can dunk on all their heads. You decide not to do that. But God gave you another chance to go off of 2. High rip over Draymond's head, land on 2, easy layup. You don't do any of that. You take this tough Euro, which misses.
I'm Naz Reid. We'll keep you posted if I hear anything.
Naz Reid, thank you, Lauren, was on the floor.
Here you are coming off an Iverson cut. You take 3 steps, travel, and still miss. Why? Because like I said, this is a difficult shot. Now, I ain't saying that you can't hit it. We've seen you hit it. You one of the best players in the world. You're the best shooting guard in the world right now. But why make that shot extra difficult when you can make it easy? You've heard KD talk about this.
It's hard for me to have to dribble through 3 or 4 guys and pull up over 2 dudes with a fadeaway. Like like you said, we want to be efficient.
You don't want to have to work that hard. Take the easy shots.
He pretty much went past everybody on the Laker defense.
This clip right here shows how your amazing talent mask this problem. First read. You got Pat Spencer beat. Anytime you got a guy beat, I'm trying to get to the paint, get 2 feet on the paint so I can have my counter options. Second read, Rudy is going to be right in front of the rim. Once you pick the ball up way too early outside the paint, you got to throw it to your big fella. Third read, Jimmy is in cover 2. Hit one of your shooters. You don't do none of that.
Gets by Spencer. Edwards is fouled. It goes. The Ant-Man with a chance at a three-point play.
Because like I said, your amazing talent masks all of this. But talent's only going to take you so far. Brother, it's time for you to elevate your game and get to the MVP level.
The Ant has come alive here in the second. It's a one-point game.
And you just don't do this one-footed jump on your Euros. You do this on your basic lays too. And like I said earlier, it makes you go up weak. It makes you have to hit the ball exactly on the backboard where you want it to go so it can fall right into the basket. The ball has to leave your hands perfectly. You are fading away from the basket when you're going up instead of coming into the basket. You have to change this right now.
Struggling to get the ball in the basket tonight.
Like Coach Van Gundy said, you were struggling to score this game. When you're struggling to score, you definitely got to get 2 feet in the paint. Right here, you should have did a hostage dribble and let Mike get over to the opposite slot so you can have better spacing. I stop it right here because you have already started your finishing move. Look how far you are away from the basket. Trail foot still by the 3-point line. This is going to be a very tough shot to make.
Putting Edwards. Now 0 for 9. Now 0 for 10.
You're too good and too gifted to be smoking this many layups. A lot of times you over-dribbling, driving too deep, getting too deep up under the basket, which is making you miss these very easy shots. You're playing too fast sometimes, doing too many moves. We're going to talk about your over-dribbling a little bit later. Slow down. The game's going to adjust to you. I love this play right here. You have the ball in your right hand, back in your holster. You're going to wait for Rui to commit to Julius Randle to open up that driving lane because it's not there. You do a quick cross tween. You see LeBron's head is turned, so you know that skip over to McDaniels isn't there. You see Austin Reeves is protecting the rim. He ain't nothing. And here you are trapped. There are 3 Laker defenders around you. You should probably hit Julius for the 3, but I love what you do right here.
Gets into the paint. A little sidestep. Jumper good. Bounces around and drops through.
There's nobody in the world better at this right here than you. Another hop with the ball in your right hand in your holster, which is great because it causes Rui to get on the heels of his defensive stance, which means he can't keep up with you. You drive to that elbow. You got 2 options right here with the 3 Lakers defenders around you. You can throw it to McDaniels for the corner 3, lob to Rudy, or create your own shot.
On Edwards. Leans in, a little sidestep, knocks it in.
He's so good.
This is why I'm so adamant about you playing off of 2 feet, jumping off of 2 feet. When you stop and use both your feet, it gives you so many options as opposed to the commitment of when you jump off of 1. And you are entering into that elite shooting guard stratosphere. I'm talking all time. This is what Mike did. This is what Kobe did. This is what D-Wade did. They were phenomenal at playing off of 2 feet. You have this as well. You just got to do it more.
With pristine, pulchritudinous footwork, Edwards knocks down the midi.
One of the main issues with your game right now is that you over-dribble. Because you over-dribble makes it very easy for another team to scout you because they know that you are not a natural playmaker and you aren't looking for your teammates. You'd rather dribble and try to create your own shot as opposed to create offense for other people. And sometimes you do hit the shot, but this is not a formula that can sustain success. Your guys have to feel like they're involved. Here you are coming downhill. You are contained by 4 Lakers defenders. You got 2 teammates that are open. You got to give this ball up. What do?
4 goes inside, sidestep layup, blocked from behind by James.
Until you break this habit, you're not going to win a championship. And Mike had to do it, Kobe had to do it, and now it's your turn. Over-dribbling is very easy to guard. You talked about how in this series you didn't know if they were playing zone or man.
I mean, it's kind of hard if like the way that they're guarding us, because it's kind of like I said, when I catch the ball, they kind of go zone. So it's like kind of hard to see. And then once I try to attack a gap, it's like 3 people.
A good man is going to look like a zone defense when you're just standing around dribbling at the top of the key. It's very easy to guard. Right here, Rudy's going to set a back screen on LeBron, and it looks like that pass going to go to Julius Randle. This causes Rui to go over. That left driving lane is wide open. You need to come downhill right now. But what do? Settle.
From the Lakers, Edwards actually said it confused him a bit in game 2. Misses that one.
You're too good of a shooter to ever settle. for a three. You don't have to do that. And you are phenomenal with catch and shoot. The analytics backs this and the tape backs this as well. When you are spotted up and you are playing off the ball, it's almost automatic, which is a phenomenal asset to have. I love this play right here. You pitch the ball ahead to Julius Randle. You reward the big for running the floor. He catches it, and that forces the entire defense to flatten. Young players, this is why you run the floor. He gets it out to McDaniels in the corner, who gets it down to Mike Conley, and look at where all the Warriors defenders are. They are below the free throw line because of Julius Randle's gravity. Rudy Gobert sets a screen.
Ball's moving now. Edwards steps into a three.
This is why you got to stop all that over dribbling. You're the best player. The ball's going to find you. Get off of it. Give it up. Your teammates are trained to find you in every offensive possession, and your most dangerous skill is you being a catch and shoot threat, which can open up so many opportunities, not only for you and your scoring to get at 30 points per game, but for your teammates as well. I love this play right here. You picked your dribble up. The two Warriors defenders are in the air. You look and see Nas Reed. He's wide open on the opposite side. Let me find him, see where we got the advantage. You don't even move. Because why? You know the ball's going to find you again. Reed gets it to Dante. Dante gets it back to you. The Warriors defenders are in scramble mode. They have no idea they left you wide open.
DiVincenzo finds Edwards. Edwards for three. Cash!
He's finally made a jump shot. Finally made it three.
The ball's a source of kinetic energy. Get off of it. I promise it's going to find you. You are the best player. In addition to the fact that this gets your teammates more involved, because everybody that plays basketball wants to touch the ball. So they just want to touch a little bit. They're going to find a way to get it back to you, because that is the best play for the Minnesota Timberwolves, the way that y'all roster is set up. So start thinking about this. Why do I need to over dribble when I know it's going to come back to me whenever I want it?
The three. Anthony Edwards with 4 3-pointers. Minnesota back in front.
Your shooting efficiency drops drastically from 0 dribbles to 1 dribble. 0 dribbles is 52%. 1 dribbles, you start shooting 26% from 3. And as you start over dribbling, it gets lower and lower. And this is something that is emphasized with the film as well. As you can see with your 1 dribble step backs, this is a tough shot. Not saying you can't make it, but it's a very, very tough shot, an inefficient shot, and easy to defend. Here you got Dorian. Look at his top foot. You got to attack that top foot. Go to that right driving lane, right to Luka, hit Julius Randle, be a playmaker, give him an open three. You don't do that. You go right to your step back. Look at this. Your feet are on the ground. He's already in his shot blocking motion. You have to put your shoulder in his chest and get to the free throw line, but you don't.
Finney Smith does an excellent job. Edwards can't hit. Fight for the rebound. Gobert, another offensive board.
Thank goodness for Rudy getting these offensive rebounds. I think when you make a quick move with a few dribbles, that's when you are the most dangerous, because it almost replicates a rhythm catch and shoot shot. This screen right here, 1 dribble pull up, that's a rhythm 3. You don't need to do 5, 6, 7 moves. If it ain't there, get off the ball. Like we talked about before, it's going to find you. If not, quick move and get it up.
Pulls the trigger and knocks down a 3-ball. Led the league in made threes during the regular season.
And there's a difference between a quick move and settling. MVPs know the difference, and that's where your basketball IQ has to get to. Right here, you got Luka on you. He's a cone on defense. Go right past him. Get 2 feet in the paint. But you don't do that. You let him off the hook.
Look at this. What is going on with Minnesota?
That's a horrible shot, and it's demoralizing for your team. And like I said before, you aren't a natural playmaker yet. Here you got 3 defenders looking at you. At this point, you should be reading the opposite side of the floor, because you know it's imbalanced. What are your teammates doing over there? You get into the gap, and you got 3 options. Nikhil at the elbow, cross skip to Nas, or lob for Rudy at the rim. What do you decide to do? Step back.
To move the jab step in the triple. And the rebound by Vanderbilt.
These are bad shots. You're forcing it. And if you want to be a championship shooting guard, you want to be MVP of the league, these are the little tiny things that separates the All-NBA guys from the MVP guys. Make the game exceptionally simple. You have the gifts for it.
It's another 3. Edwards switches that one home. Rips the net on a triple.
Because it's time, brother. It's time. You start jumping off of 2 feet. You start becoming more of a catch and shoot, getting off the ball. You start becoming more of a playmaker, stop this over dribbling. You're going to see yourself hoist an MVP trophy, and one day, the Larry O'Brien Trophy. I'm out the pond. Y'all say true.